Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Oh my God, I'm not doing this. On this,
You started it.
On this episode of the Paranormal Mind Podcast, we are going to be talking about the alleged true story of the Muffin Man. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Paranormal Mind Podcast.
What's up, everybody? What is that? That's kind of weird. Let's try a different one. What's up, everybody? I found more buttons on this.
Mm-hmm.
I could sound like this. I can't sound like anything.
You're fired.
What?
What the fuck?
Wait, I like
that. Hey. Do you know the Muffin Man?
All right,
Jesus
this
Christ.
is going off the. All right, do it again. I'm going to do the whole podcast this way.
All right.
Girl.
I want your soul.
Are you okay?
If you could only hear it.
Oh, y'all don't hear it? No. Oh my god.
So y'all just look like fools to the other people in the room.
No.
Oh, I know when we listen back, it's going to be great.
Wait a minute. Is yours on?
Mine won't talk like that. I don't know why it's yours.
Dude. All right, I'm going to break protocol a little bit, and I'm going to let you listen to this. Welcome to the Paranormal Mind Podcast.
Oh, God.
All right, yeah, dude. This is
My new podcast voice. No, do it again.
I feel weird. This is awesome. All right. Do you know the Muffin Man?
I do not.
He lives on Drury Lane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Even my laugh moan sounds evil.
Josh sounds like a hyena.
No, wait, hold on real quick. I'm sorry for everybody that's listening. Mandy, get over here.
I feel like I've heard it.
This is hilarious. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. But this is funny. Hello. Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
All right, so we have a friend, Dines Media, who uses like the Squidward filter on Instagram stories sometimes, and it sounds like his voice.
Mandy.
My God.
What he said?
Hold on. Josh.
I want your soul.
I want your soul. Right
Don't cut a second of that out.
All right.
Just turn it off. Okay. Oh my God, dude. That is the most hilarious thing.
Y'all look
You know what?
crying.
Out of the entire soundboard thing, that I love that. And we're glad
You
that.
gotta do a what's up, everybody.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Go back.
What's up, everybody? No, you're better at it. You do it.
I can't do it, though.
Oh, man, I love this. All right, is there another voice besides the chipmunk?
What's up, everybody?
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of listeners.
Oh, it's fine.
But I'm sorry. Thank y'all for allowing us to be little children for a minute. But that was hilarious.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I'm almost 40 years old, and
I've not laughed like that
crying
in a minute,
because of a
dude.
voice.
Oh God!
And then the more I laughed, it was like, which made me laugh even more. And then Josh over there laughing. And his laugh sounded more like chipmunk.
He was when that's just my normal laugh.
That was crazy. But we're going to jump right into this episode. And we started it off by saying, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Come on, man.
All right, so check this out. You know that nursery rhyme about the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Do you?
I do know it.
Turns out it's got a dark twist.
As they do.
Yep. Before Jack the Ripper, there was this dude, Frederick Thomas Linwood, also known as the Drury Lane Dicer or the Muffin Man.
The Drury Lane Dicer.
Yep. This guy was no joke. Believed to be England's first serial killer way back in the late 1500s. The first serial killer. It's crazy. So picture this. The Muffin Man living on Drury Lane. I wish I could press the button. He was luring kids with muffins on a string. It's said that he killed 15 children this way. And get this, he also took out 7 rival pastry chefs. That's right.
Rival pastry chefs.
That's right.
That's right. You
pastry chef gang.
Hey, you're strudel. You bitch. I'm taking you out.
I'm just picturing.
he used the voice for that. That's hilarious.
I'm just picturing a kid out on the street seeing a muffin on a string.
Of course, you would laugh at that. No, I think that's sad.
You got to be quicker than that.
You almost got it.
Almost.
Now you're gutted.
Stop with that sound effect, dude. You're
Dude,
killing me
it's
every
amazing.
time. I can't finish this episode if we do that. All right. So he took out 7 pastry chefs. Right? How? Using a sharpened wooden spoon, among other things.
Shank.
This
A
dude
shank.
is wild.
Yeah. So it's like something out of a horror movie, but it's real.
Eli
history.
Roth, where you
Or-
at, man?
It's debated history, but it's real history to me.
He just came
Okay.
out with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He needs to come out with Muffin Man.
That's right. So years later, when dementia hit, Frederick started baking some seriously messed up pastries. Yeah.
Oh God!
Like,
How messed up, Shane?
okay, I'm going to tell you, like glazed pagan and
What?
and arsenic apple crisp.
Arsenic apple crisp.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah. So despite his twisted menu, he kept his business running until he died. And his death, man, it's as bizarre as his life. He choked on a dumpling after trying to smash a cockroach with his fork.
What?
Yeah. Then they say his neighbor tried to save him
Why?
with leeches, but it was too late.
Why? What?
Again, I say that this is a real story, but this is, I believe, folklore that's been like
Dang,
passed down.
man.
But we're still going to act like it's real, okay?
Yeah,
because I
right.
think if it was real, it's a pretty effed up story. All
It's
right.
amazing.
So Frederick's story doesn't end there. All right. He's buried under what used to be a British church, and later, I don't know if I can continue. And later, a McDonald's.
Where they still continue as arsenic apple crisps.
The land's been through a lot, including a department store that mysteriously burned down.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cursed from the Muffin Man.
Yeah. Now, there's talk about building a stadium for the World Cup there. How much am I making up right now? It's up to you to decide.
Oh, dang. I
here's
believe it all.
Now, here's a twist. The Hansel and Gretel story
Mm-hmm.
was supposedly inspired by Frederick's notorious deeds.
Really?
Yeah. As for the Muffin Man nursery rhyme, it was originally a warning to kids about this killer, or so they say anyway, helping them identify and report him. But remember, all this stuff about the Muffin Man is more legend than fact.
But I don't want
Okay.
it to be that way.
I know. It's kind of like an urban myth mixed with historical rumors. So next time you hear, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" Remember, don't remember the voice that
You just heard.
Yeah. Remember, there's a creepy story hiding behind those innocent sounding lyrics.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
It's wild how those old tales
nearly
have such
all of
dark
them.
origins.
Yeah, nearly all of them
And
do.
we're about to talk about some more.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Yeah. So you probably had a question. Are there more dark meanings behind these harmless rhymes?
Well, Shane, that is exactly what I was wondering.
Hey, wait 1 second.
We got to stop.
The White Hart Public House,
Yep.
WHYTEHART Public House, has been the name of pubs at the corner of Drury Lane and
Get
Drury
with it,
Lane and
Mandy.
High Holborn for centuries, and that's where they think where his stomping grounds were.
Mm-hmm.
The White Hart Pub is still open. You could still go there,
Oh,
You wanna go?
Dang,
and it's
yes,
been like
dude.
it's been called the White Hart Public House for centuries.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I need to see. I need to
Anyways.
see a muffin on a string.
If you're in London, you can go to the Muffin
is
Man's
real.
old shanking grounds.
Shanking ground.
We need to go just for
That's amazing.
Just to tell that story to people and take people along.
Yeah, dude.
Just to tell
Yeah.
them the story. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Mysterious Adventures Tours. We got a new stop for you.
I want to take this moment real quick before we go into the other nursery rhymes. Our sponsor for season 2 is Horn Paranormal.
Horn Paranormal.
And he's wearing the shirt. They are the ones that make our giveaways every month a reality.
Yeah.
So the SLSs that we give, the really cool paranormal equipment, all comes from Horn Paranormal. And you can get a lot of their stuff on our website
Yep.
at searchersbelieve.com/shop, because Mandy says that we age ourselves.
but it's actually /
It's /.
Nobody's typing a
I will-
backslash.
Ma'am, I will die
they
on
type
this
a
hill,
word.
okay?
So it's searchersbelieve.com/shop. Okay. You can go there and you can check out all of his different types of gear that we have on the website. And if you don't find what you're looking for there, you can go to hornparanormal.com. They have some cool stuff on their website. We are so happy to have
Oh,
them
dude.
as our sponsor for season 2. These are really genuine, hardworking people, and we're proud that they're a sponsor.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. You know, you can come across people in your lives that you're like, man, these people are the real deal. Those two.
it's them. They've been through a lot of hardship, a lot of things in their lives, and they always have this positive.
To be able to sit here today and be as positive as they are.
Yeah, they are awesome. I'm proud to have them as sponsors.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Horn Paranormal, go check them out. Let's get back into the episode.
I know.
All right.
I need
All
some
right.
muffins.
Oh my God.
Let me get the muffins.
All right. So let's get into this Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary nursery rhyme.
Oh, God.
It's not just a cute little song for kids, man. It's not.
Why?
I don't know, but it's not. There's some dark historical stuff potentially packed in there. So we're talking about Queen Mary
Okay.
the First
Yep.
of England.
Mandy, you gotta love this.
Oh, yeah.
So she's also known as what? Bloody Mary.
Yep.
Right? And let me tell you, the name fits. All right.
She was a savage.
Yeah.
Joshua.
So, oh God. So the theory goes like this. The garden in the rhyme, that's not about flowers and sunshine. It's about graveyards filled with the victims of Mary's brutal reign. She was notorious for executing Protestants, and it was no small number either at all. We're talking about hundreds of people she slaughtered.
Rude.
Yeah. We're letting our kids listen to
okay.
this. Then you've got these silver bells and cockle shells.
What were those again?
Oh my God.
What did he say?
It's like I'm dealing with a 12-year-old over here.
You were just laughing like a 12-year-old.
No, I was laughing like a 12-year-old, but if you heard the sound coming through my headset, you would have laughed.
That's true.
Well, you heard
it's
it.
pretty hilarious.
We got Michael, our camera guy, over here, and he's like,
And he's
"Please
like,
hurry the hell up!
What is wrong with these people?
Please hurry up! I got to get home. This is a late day." We'll go back to it. So these lyrics and everything might sound innocent, you know, the cockle shells and all that stuff, but some people think,
What are cockle shells?
I don't know, but some people think they're actually symbols for torture devices.
Producer Mandy, can you look that up for us?
Yeah, look it
Or
up.
cockle shells.
Yeah.
Cockle shells.
So
I
that's
don't want this in my history.
so.
Oh, it's like a
I don't know.
oysters.
Okay.
So like the shells that you find on the beach.
Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Tracking.
So whenever they're saying these things in the rhymes, people are thinking that there are other names for like torture devices.
Okay.
That's right. So tools used to inflict pain and suffering during Mary's quest to return to England, or to return England to Catholicism.
Okay.
Right. And the pretty maids all in a row, you know, that portion of it. Some say that's a reference to guillotines, which, as you can guess, were not used for trimming hedges.
And they were used for trimming heads.
They were, heads. But here's where it gets more complex. All right. Another angle is that this rhyme is actually an allegory for the Catholic religion itself. The silver bells could be the bells used in Catholic Mass.
Okay.
The cockle shells might symbolize pilgrim badges, and the pretty maids, they could be nuns. Not that interesting, but still interesting.
Not as interesting as the Muffin Man.
No, some people, like the folks at Grunge, think the rhyme is about Mary the First's reign, focusing on her notorious torture and execution of Anglican Protestants.
I mean, it is Mary, quite contrary.
Yep. Mary was on a mission to roll back her dad, which was Henry VIII's establishment of the Church of England, and bring back Catholicism.
So she just did not like that, huh?
No, but her methods, though, they were brutal, to say the least. All right. So another one. So a ring of roses, or ring around the rosy.
Know that this one is.
Yeah. Ring of roses, or ring around the rosy is one of those nursery rhymes that seems all fun and games until you hear about the dark backstory behind it all. So there's this theory, right, that it's actually about the Great Plague of London or the Black Death. It's heavy stuff.
And I'm pretty sure this one's like accurate.
So picture this: a ring of roses. That could be about the red rash that was one of the plagues.
A ring. Yeah.
It was one of the plague's first symptoms. Then you have a pocket full of posies. And back then, people carried flowers or herbs thinking that they could either ward off the disease or at least deal with the smell of death that was all around them. Man, so it's not this nursery rhyme stuff. It's dark.
I always view this as they were teaching their kids back then to be able
how to identify somebody who has a plague.
Yeah, but even still, like, you think about, sometimes on the surface you think things that look innocent are not cute. Innocent at all, and like there's sometimes hidden meanings behind them. Like, how much more, like even in modern society, how much more is hidden that is packaged into a deal of, oh, this is nothing, this is fine, and then if you look a little bit deeper, it's like, oh shit, there's more than meets the eye with all of this. Like we were talking about before we press record on the podcast about these UFO
out in Miami,
these UFO sightings and things like that. What if we're getting little glimpses of like information that on the surface we're like, okay, this is kind of cool, this is strange, but it's kind of cool, but there's a really more intense message behind it all. There's something even more nefarious going on despite what we're seeing. We think it's odd and mysterious now, but what if there's more to it than what meets the eye? All of this stuff, it gets darker, right? The ashes, or tissue in some versions, that might be the sneezing from the plague or the burning of bodies in this story. And the line, we all fall down, that's likely about the staggering number of people who died as a result of the plague. Now, not everyone's on board with this interpretation. Like there's with everything, there's people that say, okay, I don't think that's what it means. Some historians and folklorists think the rhyme predates the plagues, that it's just an innocent children's song. A song that genuinely would make no sense otherwise. Well, they don't think there's any sinister meaning behind it. But man, when you think about the plague angle, it really changes the way you hear it. Like, going forward, it changes how you interpret the song.
I don't think people really understand that back in the day, there wasn't a lot of good things like we have today. Like, people were always dying.
Yeah, and early deaths. Yeah. Yeah. And their advancements back then, there weren't halfway near of what we have today.
Oh, no, not even close.
So you can imagine even something as, what is it? Dysentery killed people.
Oh, yeah.
Oregon Trail.
A common cold could kill people.
Just a common case of diarrhea will take you out for the count.
Who says I don't have diarrhea?
Oh, good God. All right. He's not drunk, everybody.
He's an Office fan.
It's an episode of The Office.
I know.
Who says I'm not diarrhea? That's funny.
God.
That's my life.
I love it.
Man. Our dynamic is crazy. Like, sometimes I'll laugh at things he won't laugh at, and then he laughs at himself, and most times I'm like,
what?
But sometimes I do laugh at him. It just depends. He throws me off. I think the dynamic works. What do you think?
I'm a mixed bag. Yeah.
If it doesn't work, we've been like,
I would think it works at this point.
Like best friends for how long now?
Yeah, a long time.
Long time. Anyway, segue real quick for those that maybe you're new to the podcast. We're starting a new business, Lights Out Industries. It's a video production.
Yep. We'll take your ideas
endeavor, and we'll take your ideas and
bring
make
them
them
to
cool.
life for you.
Yeah, make them cooler.
Make them cooler.
All right, so let's jump back into the podcast. So
It's fascinating.
what's fascinating here about these nursery rhymes, they're like a window into history, right?
Yeah.
They're not just songs for kids. They've got layers, man, layers that reveal the complexities and the darker aspects of our past. And I think I was talking to Michael about this earlier. It's like, sometimes we try to erase certain parts of our history.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think that's the wrong move because it teaches us in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, a lot of our history is horrible. And it's something that I hope some aspects of it, I hope it never happens again.
Absolutely. But the only way we can ensure that is by remembering it.
You got to remember it so you don't repeat it.
Exactly.
And it's one of those things. It's a fine line. You don't glorify some of these things in the past either. Like I know some people glorify it, so we need to get back to it. I don't have that stance at all. The thing is though, is I do think that the history is important, and I think it's something that you need to look back on and say, okay, this is how far we've come as well, and this is what we can do differently to make sure that this stuff never happens again.
I mean, nearly everything is rooted in truth.
Yeah, or a level of it.
A level of it.
Sure.
And, we just got to figure out what that is.
It's wild to me, man, how something so seemingly simple can actually be a reflection of some pretty intense historical events. Crazy stuff. That is some of the stories. I wanted to give some of the stories, the Muffin Man, of course.
The Muffin Man.
And thank you again to Mandy for pointing out that story.
That's an awesome
and
one.
sending me, of course, we're hip with the time. Are we hip with the young people right now? Like we're on the TikTok. Is that we're on?
You called it the TikTok.
We're on
you just
the,
aged yourself again.
We're on the talk tick. We're on the
we
talk
listen
tick.
to the Tickle Talks.
We're on the talk tick right now, and
we use
we're down.
Dash Shop.
Yeah, that's right. We're down with it.
Yeah, we're down with it. We're hip.
I'm so mortified.
Yeah,
Searchersbelieve.com
/
shop.
My gosh.
we used to be cool, man. What happened?
we old, bro.
Now we laugh at like weird.
Did you?
No.
Did you though? Did you really?
Hey,
Hey, you don't know me.
you can ask the handful of You can ask the handful of people,
I can get you at least 3 people that thought I was cool. I'll send them your way.
and none of them were
They
your
probably
wife.
don't. Clearly.
I think you're cool.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
say that.
I
You're
can-
legally
I can hear it in her voice.
obligated. You're
She thinks
legally
I'm so
obligated.
cool.
But anyway, thank y'all for listening to this podcast, for our rambling, for our laughing. But again, we just want to have fun on this podcast.
what it's all about.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's something where we want y'all to feel comfortable and laugh too and have a
Absolutely.
good time. That's why sometimes we act ridiculous, but I think it's funny. We need more laughter, man. This world is full of crap sometimes. There's a lot of sadness, depression and stuff, and we need to just let loose sometimes and laugh about stuff.
If that's the one thing we can say about this podcast is that anytime we have ever recorded this podcast, we laugh.
Yeah. And we need it, man, because
We need it.
I know all of you out there, you may need it at times, but man, we go through our weeks and we
absolutely.
have busy schedules and stuff, and we really need this as well.
Yeah.
This is for us too, because it's therapeutic.
Oh,
in
it
a
is.
way,
It is.
But we appreciate y'all coming along for the journey. Y'all mean more to us than you know.
Yeah.
And we really do appreciate y'all being here. And until the next episode, talk to y'all later.
Love ya.